You chose to be a good person at any cost. The moment you made that choice, you signed the death warrant of your self-respect. Remember that feeling. Right now, your boss frowns. Your partner goes silent. A co-worker slips in a sarcastic remark. What happens inside you? Your chest tightens. Cortisol floods your bloodstream. Your survival instinct screams. Do something. Calm them down. Prove you're innocent. I know that exhaustion. You didn't click this video to learn manipulation tricks. You're here for another reason. You are a tired warrior. You're not exhausted because you're weak. You're exhausted because you've been fighting on the wrong battlefield. You spent your life pleasing the world and forgot yourself. Stop. Face the truth. The one who rushes to explain hands their power to the other side. The kindness you're carrying isn't kindness. It's fear, disguised as a compliant smile. Look around. The crowd lives like emotional puppets. Someone frowns, they tremble. Someone doubts, they beg. That's not living. That's slow suffocation. But there is another path. This journey does not teach you to wear a cold mask. This is a journey home. Back to sovereignty. A place where you are both warrior and temple. You no longer apologize for existing. Today, we dissect the biological machinery that's betraying you. We draw on Carl Jung's wisdom. We reclaim lost power. But understand this. It takes courage. This is a shedding of skin. We are not here to hate your old self. We do not kill it. That fragile child did its job. It helped you survive the storms. Honor it. But today, you must be firm. With compassion, you tell it. Thank you for protecting me. But this journey is over. Now the adult takes the wheel. This is not rejection. This is transformation. Are you ready to put the burden down? Are you ready for a new chapter? Let's begin. It's time to redefine what it means to be good. To do that, we must be brave. We must return to the origin. We must look at your wound. Look at the child you once were. Maybe you grew up in a harsh home. Love was conditional. Your father's sigh terrified you. Your mother's frown froze your heart. Maybe you were the kid curled up in the classroom, bullied, isolated, and you learned a brutal survival lesson. If I fight back, I'll be hurt more. If I stay quiet and obedient, I'll be safe. Your kindness today is not a moral virtue. It's a survival mechanism. It's armor. Forged by a child with tears. You learned to smile when you wanted to cry. You learned to say yes when your soul screamed no. You survived. That child deserves compassion. But survival has a price. Carl Jung called that price the shadow. When you swallow a refusal, the energy doesn't disappear. When you suppress righteous anger to seem pleasant, where does it go? It sinks into the basement of the psyche. It becomes resentment. Behind the gentle exterior lives a chained monster, fed for decades by unexpressed rage. It waits to explode. Either you destroy others in fury, or you destroy yourself with depression and illness. That's why Jung issued a chilling warning. A man who cannot be dangerous is not good. He is merely harmless. If you behave because you're afraid to resist, that isn't morality. It's cowardice in disguise. But here's the critical distinction. Being dangerous is not the same as being toxic. The toxic attack because they're afraid. They bark to hide their shaking. The path of the sovereign mind is the path of the guardian. Picture a knight at the gate. Does he carry a sword? Yes. Lethal. Does he know how to strike? Yes. Does he draw it to threaten the innocent? Never. He stands still, calm, sword sheathed. True power is the ability to choose. You must grow fangs. You must be able to say no without trembling. You must set boundaries others respect. Then you rule that power with discipline. You transform from a sheep that can't bite into a wolf that chooses not to. That's peace. That's the difference between a tyrant and a king. You integrate your shadow. You acknowledge anger without letting it rule. Power protects territory. It does not invade. So ask yourself honestly, is your daily kindness the choice of a guardian with a sheathed sword, or the smile of a terrified child seeking safety? You know you must be strong, You want to become the guardian. But when conflict appears, your body betrays you. Hands shake, voice cracks. An overwhelming urge to submit takes over. Why? Because you're trapped in a war between ancient instincts and modern manipulation. Millions of years ago, being rejected by the tribe meant death. The fear of displeasing others is encoded in your genes. Modern society weaponized it. Work culture, relationships. They sell you a drug, a false definition of peace. You were taught. Good children don't make noise. Happy families don't argue. So you equated peace with no conflict. That lie is exhausting you. Look at reality. You swallow anger to keep dinners pleasant. That isn't peace. That's oppression. You work overtime while exhausted to keep your boss happy. That isn't dedication. That's voluntary servitude. The sovereign mind redefines peace. Peace isn't the absence of war outside. Peace is the presence of self-respect inside. Picture your mind as a house. The weak, good person leaves the door wide open. Anyone can walk in. Anyone can dump emotional trash. Outside looks calm. Inside is wreckage. The sovereign locks the door, builds walls, posts, guards. There may be screaming outside the gate, but inside, order, silence, clean ground. So why can't you close the door? Because you're addicted to the dopamine of submission. Every time you comply, every time you take blame, every time you bow to irrational anger, your brain rewards you. They're not mad. I'm still accepted. You trade dignity for temporary safety. You're addicted to approval. Example, an angry email at 10 p.m. Old reflex, heart racing, sleep gone. I must reply now to keep the peace. You write a long apology. Promise overnight work, even when it's not your fault. What did you just teach them? Attack me, I'll kneel. You chose surface peace and murdered inner dignity. In love, they use silence, the fear of abandonment weapon. Instead of calm stillness, you panic. You text repeatedly. What did I do wrong? Power collapses. You're no longer a partner. You're a beggar. This is the price. When you set boundaries, people will be disappointed. They will be uncomfortable. Stop trying to save everyone's feelings. You look them in the eye. You let them be angry. You protect your principles. In that exact moment inside the storm, real peace begins. Society exploits boundaryless good people. Corporations love obedient workers, easy to drain. Narcissists love sensitive souls. You are fuel. Here's the brutal truth. If you don't control your need to be seen as good, you will always be used. Ask yourself, does your current peace come from respect or from silent endurance? We're not here to heal with tears. The inner child cried enough. What it needs is a guardian, and that must be you. To break the obedience reflex, you need combat rules. Rule 1, the 3-second pause. When someone makes a demand or raises their voice, kill the smile. Pause, breathe, look directly. No nodding, no fawning, stone face. This pause tells your nervous system, I am not in danger. I am in control. Rule 2, never JADE, do not justify, argue, defend, explain. Unrequested explanations are confessions of weakness. Instead say, I can't do that. This doesn't work for me. Shortness creates authority. Rule 3, guilt lifting. When you set boundaries, guilt will appear. Most people panic and apologize. Instead, treat guilt like a weight at the gym. No resistance, jhana, no growth. Sit with it. Feel the heaviness. I feel guilt. It's heavy, but I can hold it. You don't collapse. You don't retreat. That's how mental muscle grows. Tomorrow, choose one small thing you usually agree to reluctantly. Say no, no explanation. Observe the guilt. Don't text back. Don't apologize. Breathe through it. After 5 minutes, you'll realize you survived. The world didn't end. You're stronger. If you can endure judgment without breaking what can truly threaten you. This path is costly. Old relationships will collapse. Those who used you will rage. Those who praised your niceness will call you selfish. They'll strike your deepest fear, Abandonment. Let them go. They didn't love you. They loved your usefulness. Their exit is the purge, necessary, cleansing. You'll enter the desert of transformation. Lonely nights, silent contacts. Remember Viktor Frankl. In the camps, stripped of everything, he discovered they can take everything but one thing, the freedom to choose your attitude. This loneliness is your mental camp. False identities burn away. In that bareness, real power forms. The void is not an abyss. It's fertile ground. You will attract new people. They don't come to use your shade. They come to respect your resilience. That is a sovereign relationship. You're loved for your edge, for your truth, for controlled danger. You trade quantity for quality, sheep safety for wolf freedom. This is your new identity. Not a victim, a gatekeeper, standing in ruins, unafraid, smiling, because what survives fire is gold. This journey does not make you cruel. It arms your kindness. Weak people tense up. Strong people relax. True peace isn't the absence of darkness. It's integration, shadow and light, fangs and compassion. That is wholeness. You stand at the threshold. Don't return to being a sheep. Don't become a bitter lone wolf. Become the shepherd, staff, sword, compassion, absolute authority over your land. Place your hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat. That life is your responsibility. Engrave this oath. I will no longer play the harmless victim. I accept my darkness as fuel for my light. I would rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. If you're ready, don't subscribe out of habit. Treat it as an oath, a silent agreement between you and me. Welcome home.